Hey, scrappy people, it's Tracy Reed here today, and I'm coming at you in Photoshop with a 12 by 12 pocket layout celebrating Pride Month this year. And this is not meant to be a tutorial video. This is meant to be a I talk about my process while you enjoy the pretty pictures video, just like all the rest of my videos. So I am not going to really talk through how I did what I did. There are tons of tutorials out there on how to use Photoshop. I have a bunch that cover the basics of how I made this layout as well. I just wanted you to see how fun and creative digital scrapbooking can be. So I'm using two collections for this layout and my second layout for Pride. This is going to be my pocket layout, and then I'm going to have a matching 9 by 12 layout video as well. I'm using two collections from Sweet Shop Designs by, one is called Pride by Amanda Yee and Laura Wilkerson, and the other one is called Love is Love by Laura Wilkerson. I use mainly Pride for this, but I do incorporate some of the embellishments from Love is Love as well. I really love the bright color in both of these collections. There are tons and tons and tons of collections that include rainbows out there, but there are no collections, well, not no, but there are hardly any collections that are specifically for Pride Month, especially in the paper scrapbooking side of things. So once again, digital designers to the rescue with a straight up Pride kit. So I've dropped my photos in here for Pride Month. Obviously, most Pride festivities were canceled. So my bestie and I decided instead to go downtown to a restaurant downtown that was serving Pride mimosas. You can see them down there in the bottom corner. And then we went to a event that was being held, an unofficial Pride event that was being held down in downtown Knoxville, down in the south side of Knoxville. So I have lots of pictures from that of us together. So they needed a fun rainbow layout, and that is what I'm working on. And of course, the long-running joke between my best friend and I is that I am pink, she is black, I am bright and colorful, she is the darkness. So I'm incorporating a ton of black into this layout as well, not only because it is a great contrast for all of the bright colors, but also because it really defines who we are as people and who we are as a best friend duo. So yeah, I'm incorporating a bunch of the digital paint. I'm going to be printing this out all as a finished product. So I'm not going to be printing in layers like I normally do for hybrid stuff. I decided to go full on digital, and I'm just going to print every single card as a 4x6 and go from there and just slide it into pockets. It's easier that way for sure, and I can get more creative when I do that because I can use all of the digital embellishments and I don't have to worry about having to cut them out and reassemble. I can just go crazy. I love, love, love the alphabet in this collection. It is a great gradient, and the font itself is great as well. So I am using it in a few places. So this is going to say Pride Month Brunch. I'm making a journaling card out of the journaling lines included in the collection, and then adding my own title, just like I did with the top left card where it says Happy Pride 2021. Man, I need more rainbows in my life. How pretty are these gradient rainbow embellishments? I love them. So this is a little bit not busy. You know I love busy. It's a little bit coming across on the circusy side in some ways for me. So I'm going to try and tone down just a little bit some of the pieces of this page. So I'm going to use this cute little doodly rainbow, and I'm going to add in mimosas because they were rainbow mimosas. So making sure to always resize my alphabets to the same size that all of the other alphabets are. That way the letters aren't varying sizes and it looks like they came off an alphabet sheet. So here's mimosas. I'm going to rearrange everything. I want the rainbow to be right on top. so that they read like a title. And I decided that some of my photos need borders, like pattern paper borders, so I'm going to add this newsprint one behind this main photo, which I think helps to minimize some of those colors in the background. I'm going to add in another background to that page or to that card as well, so that it is not quite as bright. I took these red hearts and I put them both above and below this frame so that the shadow would cast across the hearts and it would look like they were stamped on top of the frame and then went to the bottom paper below. It's just a little touch that makes it more realistic. So I decided I wanted to use this giant cloud with the rainbows coming out from the Love is Love collection, and so it doesn't quite match the rest of the collection or the rest of the page. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use a Photoshop trick and I'm going to recolor the rainbow and the little heart on the rainbow to make it match a little bit better. So I'm going to get there in a second after I add in my extra mats here. I decided that since I was going to use bright blue as the base of that card down there in the bottom left, that I needed to add in a few more spots of solid color on the rest of the page. So I'm going to add in purple up here, and then I'm going to add red to the mimosa photo below. But first, yeah, here we go. Now I'm adjusting this hue and saturation of that rainbow, adjusting each color individually. So right now I'm making the blue match the blue that's in the Pride collection, and I'm going to adjust the green so it's a little bit more yellowy for the Pride collection as well. And then I need to adjust that heart so it's purple and not fuchsia. There we go. Now it matches a bit better. I'll probably play with it a little bit more just to make sure. Just to make sure it's a little bit more perfect. Another benefit of digital scrapbooking is you can do things like that, right? I don't like recoloring entire collections. I think it's rude to the person that designed the collection, and it's hard to do it in a real great way, but I don't mind adding in touches here and there that need to be recolored just for matching. There we go. Now I've got red on this side, purple on the top, blue in the bottom. And I'm getting close to done. I could not resist including another gradient heart or gradient embellishment, although I am going to move that one in a minute. I do like it framing her, but I needed something in the top right card above those word strips to make it make sense. I'm going to add in, or I am adding in a bunch of craft as well, because there is some craft that I incorporated into the cards and it wasn't anywhere else, so I felt like I needed to add in a little bit more. I'm going to make my own word strips down here for just some short journaling. I'm going to make them the black color that's in the collection. Then I'm going to add in the journaling, same size and everything as the journaling above it. Just a little note. Perfect. Two strips, actually make them a little bit bigger because I made them too small. And then it takes up some of that white space on that cloud that was very heavy on the bottom of that card too. Scrapbooking digitally always reminds me how much I love scrapbooking digitally. I need to do it more often. I just never think about it because I'm always recording all of my scrapbooking. All right, so we're getting close to done here. Again, I'm going to print every 4x6 individually, and then I will just slide it into my pocket pages. And I will come back with a sequel to this layout that is a 9x12. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. I would love to have you. If you don't already, you can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Tracy M. Reed. I'd love to see you over there as well. I will leave links to these collections in the description box below, and I will see you next time. All right, thank you.